Well, hello, everybody. My name is Sarah, and I'm one of the team vicars in the Golden Cap team. Welcome to our midweek message, and welcome to Sarah Keane, who is our new curate. We thought you might like to see what she looks like. Sarah was ordained at the beginning of July, and some of us were lucky enough to go up from Lyme Regis to witness the service. We might tell you a little bit about that in a moment. But I want to ask Sarah a few questions. My first question, Sarah, is where do you live?
I live in Bedminster, which is actually part of the Bedminster team. That's the next door group to the Golden Cap team. And the reason I still live in Bedminster is that I'm an associate minister. So I'm only a curate part of each week here in the Golden Cap.
And if you're only sort of part-time in the Golden Cap, what's your main focus of work, Sarah? What's your job?
I run the Rural Hope programme for Salisbury Diocese. And this is a rural mission programme that's had special funding from the Church Commissioners. And I have a team which includes rural field officers who support people in their local area setting up new forms of church. We also fund the Rural Pathway at Sarum College, and we've supported curates going on rural placements and a ministry experience students who come and spend a year shadowing rural ministers.
So Sarah, that all seems very, very busy. So how much are we going to see of you?
Well, up until Christmas, when the programme finishes, you're going to see me every Sunday and at least one day during the week plus an evening. And then that will go up to 2 days plus an evening and Sundays after Christmas.
And I want to remember your ordination service. Sarah, what was one of your special memories from that service? I'm sure you've got a few.
There's some good ones and some painful ones from all that kneeling. But one of the very special things for an ordinand as they become a deacon is to have their foot washed by a bishop. And that's both an amazing experience, but also demonstrates the point that even as a bishop, you are still humble in the presence of God. And so it's very symbolic, just as Jesus washed the feet of his disciples, so the bishops wash the feet of the people being newly ordained.
Yeah, and when you were ordained, Chris and I had to put your stole on you. So I've got my stole here, and it went across your shoulder like that, didn't it?
Yes.
Across like that. Some people were asking me this morning, they saw Sarah in church with me, and of course I, as a priest, wear mine like this, not across my shoulder. And folks were asking, what's the difference? So, Sarah, can you tell us a little bit more about what the difference is between a deacon and a priest?
A deacon is the first stage after ordination. It comes from the Greek word meaning a servant, and it is a sort of an assistant role to the other priests in the area. But one thing we always need to remember is that you never stop being a deacon. You may become a priest, and even, if you're lucky, a bishop in due course. But there's that bedrock of service right at the start and underlying all ministry. And deacons can do certain things. They can assist, they can undertake and lead services of the word, and they can actually lead funeral services. But it's only once I'm priested next year that I'm allowed to lead a communion service, to conduct a baptism, or to marry people.
So we're already looking forward, Sarah, to a year's time when we get to go to your ordination as a priest, and you'll be able to do all those things. We're really excited that you've been able to join us in the Golden Cap team. Now today, you came round with me on Sunday today, and you visited 2 more churches. So far, out of the 12, you've been to 6. So you haven't quite seen all our churches yet. What were your first impressions?
It's been lovely. Everyone has been very welcoming. So that's a very great first impression for someone who comes new to a church. What's interesting is that there's such a mix from the very small intensely rural churches with only quite a small group of very loyal worshippers through to larger churches such as the one in Lyme Regis, where there's a much larger congregation, and you also have a lot of people who are here on holiday who come to worship with us. So that gives it a sort of different feel to the churches where people have come from their local rural community, and that is the church at the heart of their community.
And Sarah, is there anything that you are looking forward to in particular?
I think I'm looking forward to stepping forward and really living the role, inhabiting the being a minister, in the sense at the moment I'm still on a very steep learning curve, and I'm taking part in sections of the services, which is a marvellous, and I'm really relieved to the team here that I wasn't thrown just straight in the deep end, that I'm beginning to take sort of baby steps to build up my confidence. But what I'm really looking forward to is being able to be a fuller part of the team, to lead services in my own right, to actually play a proper part of the rota, so that I actually support people rather than them having to spend extra time to look after me. And I'm also looking forward to meeting more people and to taking part in some of the more pastoral activities, being with people where they are ill or have problems and things like that, and being able to walk alongside them. So that's also something that is important to me, and I'm looking forward to that being part of my future ministry.
And Sarah, we are really looking forward to your ministry here amongst us. So welcome. And now you know what she looks like. And it's very easy, isn't it? If you call a priest Sarah, you've got at least a 50% chance of getting the name right. So bless you, Sarah, and bless you in your future ministry.
Thank you.